They fired me for refusing Christmas shifts, so I made sure they never celebrated another holiday. They fired me on December 23rd for refusing to work Christmas Day. The Brennan family owned this small chain of hardware stores where I'd worked for 3 years. Perfect attendance, employee of the month 6 times, never called in sick, but apparently none of that mattered. Christmas was the one day I wouldn't budge on. My little sister had leukemia, spending her 3rd Christmas in the hospital. I'd already worked Thanksgiving, Black Friday, even my own birthday, but Christmas with Emma was non-negotiable. Mr. Brennan called me into his office that Tuesday. "We need you to work Christmas," he said, not asked. "Big sale, all hands on deck." I explained about Emma, about how this might be her last Christmas. He shrugged. "Family emergencies don't stop business. You work or you're fired." I chose Emma, got terminated 2 days before Christmas, lost my health insurance, couldn't even afford her medications. She died January 15, holding my hand, asking why Santa didn't bring her home for Christmas. The Brennans posted their Christmas bonus photos on Facebook while I was planning my sister's funeral. New car for Mrs. Brennan, tropical vacation for their spoiled kids. The caption read, "Blessed by our hardworking team." That's when something inside me died with Emma. I spent months studying the Brennan empire. 3 stores, big local reputation, family business for 2 generations. They loved playing the wholesome family card, sponsoring little league teams, donating to churches during the holidays, but I found their weakness. Tax records showed some creative accounting. They were claiming excessive business expenses, hiding cash transactions, even filing fake charity deductions. The IRS would love this. I also discovered Mr. Brennan's gambling problem. Online poker, sports betting, trips to Atlantic City disguised as business conferences. He'd been skimming from the stores to fund his addiction, creating fake vendor invoices to cover the missing money. But the real goldmine was their youngest son, Derek. College kid, trust fund baby, total screw up. I found his social media, full of him partying with obvious drug deals happening in the background. I started with the IRS, anonymous tip with detailed records, receipts, bank statements. Their audit began in March, just as spring sales were picking up. Then I contacted the DEA about Derek, sent them screenshots of his Instagram stories showing him selling pills at college parties. They raided his dorm, found enough evidence to arrest him for distribution. While they were dealing with federal investigations, I hit them where it really hurt. I called every vendor they worked with, posed as a concerned business partner, warned them about the family's legal troubles and unpaid debts. Orders stopped coming. Suppliers demanded cash up front. Credit lines got frozen. Their spring inventory never arrived. The local news picked up Derek's arrest. Hardware store owner's son busted in drug ring. Mr. Brennan tried damage control, but the story spiraled. Parents started pulling their kids from the little league teams they sponsored. The IRS audit revealed everything. Tax evasion, money laundering, fraud. They owed over $800,000 in back taxes and penalties. All 3 stores were seized as assets. Mrs. Brennan filed for divorce when she found out about the gambling debts. Took half of what little remained. Moved across the country with their daughter. Mr. Brennan lost everything. House foreclosed. Cars repossessed. Declared bankruptcy. Derek got 3 years federal prison. The family name became toxic in our small town. Last month, I drove past their old flagship store. Empty windows, for lease signs, weeds growing through the parking lot cracks. Everything they'd built over 50 years, gone in 8 months. I parked across the street and called Emma's number, still saved in my phone. Left her a voicemail like I do every Christmas. "Hey Em, remember how you used to say bad people get what they deserve? You were right. Mr. Brennan works at a competitor store now. Same type of place where he fired me. Minimum wage, no benefits, working every holiday because he needs the money. Sometimes he has to work Christmas. I made sure to apply at the same store. Got hired as his supervisor. Now, when he asks for time off during holidays, I get to look him in the eye and say, family emergencies don't stop business. The difference is, he doesn't have any family left to go home to. They all learned what kind of man he really was. Just like Emma always said, bad people get exactly what they deserve.